All right? Okay. Boyfriends obsessed with video games. Now, I know somebody's going to send me an email. Oh, I was fucking... They're going to talk about some borderline sexual assault thing. Obviously, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about a little playful flirtation of someone who wants to fuck you. Boyfriends obsessed with video games. How far into this podcast am I? All right. This one's going to be a little bit shorter. I usually go a little over an hour, but that's when I'm going to have to stop today because I got to go into I got to go to work. Boyfriend's obsessed with video games. Hey, Buffalo Bill. I love your podcast, and I'm a huge fan. My boyfriend and I both love to listen to your rants about whatever bullshit comes to mind. I myself have ADD and can find myself rambling about something completely different than whatever it was I started to ramble about. Anyway, my boyfriend has always been a huge fan of video games, and he can play them all day if he could. More recently, he has been obsessed with one game in particular for the last 8+ months, and has really put a strain on our relationship. He will turn on his Xbox from the second he gets home until about 4 hours before he has work the next morning. Jesus. So we pretty much spend no time together unless it's me watching him play with his friends. He talks to his friends while he plays online, in which case, even if I do say something to him, he either doesn't hear me or just ignores me. I've tried talking to him about it, and he refuses to change or compromise. It's even started to affect our sex life. Well, I imagine it would, because he has no time for sexy time. We are both still young and in our late 20s, and I hate that I'm practically begging him to turn off the game so we can canoodle in the sheets. I've been contemplating just breaking off our relationship of 5+ years because it's been this way for months and it has only gotten worse. I'd love to hear what the wise Nia has to say as well. Thanks for all the good laughs and congratulations on both of yous on the new baby Burr. Thank you. Unfortunately, Nia's not here. Let me see if I can get her. Hold on one second. Okay, she's on her way down. I would say, first of all, you've been together for 5+ years. Initially, my first thought when you were doing this is what I would do if what would make me pay attention is I would just start going out with your friends and just start wearing fucking sexy outfits and shit, and he'll get the message immediately. If you walk out the door looking good and he's sitting there fucking playing video games and stuff, and if he doesn't get that hint, then yeah, you got to be thinking like, well, what the this guy's more interested in this shit than what I'm doing over here with my fucking Christmas leggings, going out to a Christmas party dressed like a fucking hot piece of ass over here. That's what the fuck I would do. You've already tried to talk to him. I got to be honest with you. I understand people becoming obsessed with video games. It's why I don't play them. But to me, I'm a bit of a cunt when it comes to video games. To me, that's a child activity. You know what I mean? Like, what is this person working towards? What do they have for a fucking job? They come home from their job and they just play a video game for the whole fucking rest of the day. It does not sound like a driven man. That's another fucking red flag. So that's what I would just start building a life. Initially, I would start building a life without him to see if he notices, and maybe you guys can get back to where you were. Or if he doesn't notice, then you already have a head start on getting the fuck away from this guy. So the lovely Nia's here. I'm going to hit pause and let her read this email. Or Nia, if you just want to, you can just read this while I continue to ramble here. It starts right here. My boyfriend's been a fan of the video games. Okay. Yada, 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 and all that shit. So that's basically, that's what I would do. And as I mentioned a long time ago, the last video game that I played was Grand Theft Auto 3. And it literally consumed my life. I would be walking to the comedy clubs, getting on and I would be thinking about the game when I wasn't even at home. I'd be waiting to go on stage, thinking about, okay, I'll finish this set and I'll go home and I'll use the cheats and I'll just go on a rampage and all that shit. And it just kind of took over my life. So here's the lovely Nia with her advice.
First of all, can I just say that this problem really sucks. And it's really annoying, and that you're both in your 20s and he's like addicted to playing video games. I'm sorry, but that's a lame ass and you need to move on. Seriously. 5+ years. It's been this way for months and it's only gotten worse. Yeah. You said you tried to talk to him about it and he refuses to change or compromise. Well, it's just, yeah, he obviously, his priorities are this video game. I don't know if is there something else going on in your relationship, or did he have some kind of something bad happen recently that he doesn't want to deal with or something? And that's why he's so consumed by the video games. Because I'm just trying to think, like, what normal, healthy, happy person just all of a sudden
doesn't want to bang his broad.
Yeah, and hands over his life to a video game. Like, I feel like something happened and he's not able to, like...
But you talk too quietly.
Okay, because you're sticking it in my face. Like,
well, because you do this, you start talking all the way over here and the people can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the levels here.
Oh, all right. So...
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah, I would not necessarily say, listen, it's the video games or me, but you can just say something along those lines of like, listen, I feel like I'm not a priority in your life. And if that's the case, then we really need to talk about this relationship. Because if you're not into it, then just let me go so I can find somebody who's into me and is going to pay attention to me and not their Xbox.
This is what I was saying she should do. She should just dress like a whore and go out that night and just see if he notices. Like, just have, like, the thigh highs on and all that shit. If he doesn't get it, then
thigh highs?
Yeah, just dress like a whore.
Thigh highs.
There's stockings. They go up to your thighs and then they stop. And there's this glorious little hint of leg.
You're so old that you feel like women are going out in like thigh highs, like they're like saloon mistresses. Like on Westworld.
Why? Because I came of age in the 1800s? Why you acting like you guys don't always whore it up every holiday? You whore it up on your birthday. You whore it up on Halloween. You whore it up on Christmas.
Sex it up. It's called being sexy.
Sexing it up.
Sexing
it up. Putting
Not
your clam on the platter. That's what
different.
You guys do.
It's different.
Yeah, titties out. Clam peeking out from underneath the sheet.
No, because I don't believe in that passive aggressive shit. It's just like, listen, motherfucker, are you into this or not? Because if not, then I need to move on. The thing is, though, honey, he's made his choice. That's what I think that you don't necessarily want to fully admit to. He's made his choice. He's more interested in the video game for whatever reason. He won't talk about it. He won't compromise. He's made his choice. Maybe he's not into the relationship anymore. Is that a possibility? Is it a possibility that he...
Maybe she needs to whore it up.
She's saying she's trying to like beg him to even have sex, which is ridiculous. It could be that he's just not into the relationship anymore, and he's such a ass puss that he's waiting for you to be the one to dump him. Because a lot of people do that. A ass puss.
What is that?
I don't even know. But some people they don't want to be the bad guy, or they're just immature and cowardly. So they don't want to say, listen, I think we should break up, because they feel guilty because it's been 5+ years. So they do shit like this to like make you be the one to break up with them because they're cowards. You know what I mean? So it is possible.
So in conclusion, what are you saying?
I'd say dump his ass. Bye.
There you go. All right. See that? All right, Nia, you want to listen to me read out loud?
Oh, God.
I know. What's be hilarious is when a fucking baby realizes that I'm not good at reading. What age do you think they're going to be? Turn around, kind of look up at me like, I feel like Mommy doesn't sound like this.
You'll be good at reading like children's stories.
All right, I walked into that one. All right, here's some adult advertising.